Hey, this is just another guy wanting to say something, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing, but I do know I am doing something. My name's Seth McCracken. I've just started up a business about a month ago called Fresh Pathways LLC. And it's made to be for marketing, for social media networking, that kind of thing. And I am trying to really break out and do my own freelance thing and live independent. I don't want to be rich. I'm not trying to be multimillionaire. I'm trying to be an independent, income free, roaming kind of guy. And I really just got to break out of a lot of the bonds that I've let myself absorb. A lot of the bonds that I've been stuck in for a large amount of my life. I'm right now packing up without anywhere definite to go yet. I'm studying, researching stuff on internet webinars and courses and classes, or awesome audio books and blogs and stuff like that. I'm not going to mention any of them yet because I don't know about royalties and owing the gentlemen and ladies money if I use their name, because some of them are kind of big names that I'm trying to learn from, but that's not a bad thing. Those are the best people to learn from. Actually, some of them will tell you that. But I am trying to get my stuff going. Here, let me go ahead and reverse this. Well, here, right now I'm actually just about to move into a car. This is the start of it. And it's not anything I'm bragging about. I'm really just trying to cut the bonds because I did that a few years ago. I tried living in a car, driving Uber and Lyft in a brand new car that I had to drive because my gorgeous black leather seat Lexus was a little bit too old. And my God, that's gonna be one of the FUBAR mistakes that I'm gonna regret, is selling that awesome car I got for 5Gs for cheap so that I could afford the down payment on a new car that ends up getting totaled because of personal style decisions that I made. I don't know. Actually, I was just pumped up listening to Metallica after an adrenaline rush kind of movie, driving to go pick somebody up, and I didn't check the blind spot. That's actually a good way to think about a lot of what'll make you make a mistake if you don't check your blind spot, if you don't really look before you leap a little bit. You gotta be able to judge the basics, but I'm looking at the immediate before I leap, because I'm about to jump off a cliff in the figurative sense. I know I'll be able to do what I need to do by living out of the car and living out of storage facility, going to a gym. I still keep this job that I got right now because I'm making decent bank, over 50 G's a year, doing a job I hate. Not because of the job, but because of compatibility, because of the grind, because of how little fulfillment I get out of it. The job itself's not a bad job. It's just not the job I'm best equipped to do. I hope you don't mind me walking around with this, but I'm also living at my dad's place right now because of that whole fucked up oops back 4 years ago with Uber and Lyft. I had to reboot. Got a job at retail and restaurant, and then into industrial facility that's good money, and a lot of that's just giving me time to make a recovery because all I really want to do is write and talk, entertain, and travel. I want to live on the road and get to see a billion places and not really brag about it, but just enjoy the freedom of expanding myself and my mind. Then there's one really good book from 2007, I think. You might want to check out. Like I said, I'll plug that later. That is inspiring me to just jump off the cliff again and move back into the vehicle, gym, and storage facility life again, which I don't mind. Actually, I liked that life. That was one of the happiest parts of my life. But unfortunately, I didn't make all the right decisions in that life, but I learned from the mistakes I made. And this time I'm going to keep the good paying job that I've got while I work on making my independent marketing, writing, posting, all that stuff work for me. And it's not going to be anything I expect to be a major success to begin with. Hell, if I make 24 G's a year when I'm living in a car in a storage facility, that'll be more than enough. But it'll be a life I'm happy with. If I'm independently just driving around writing, I won't need to stay here in Georgia. I'll be able to go see my mom in Indiana, my brother in South Carolina, my uncle in Seattle, my grandparents in Ohio, and aunts in Maryland and in Ohio and in Indiana, and I'd be able to go to conventions and be a nerd a little bit more freely, because if you haven't seen it yet, I am wearing a Harry Potter shirt in my 40s, early 40s, which will go to tell you that I really don't give a crap about labels too much on the surface. I'm doing my best to make sure I take that all the way to the core and say screw what other people think. That's a Vaynerchuk thing. I hope I don't. I doubt he'll mind me saying his name. He's an inspirational individual. One of about, I don't know, 5 or 6 that I'm really trying to learn from. Like I said, I don't want to be a millionaire. I don't want to live on yachts and with Lamborghinis. I really don't give a crap about all that crap junk. I want to live on the road with the freedom to go where I want and do what I want. That's the life that I want. And I love to help people. That's the main thing I want my business to be about, is helping people. That's actually what I told people when I was recovering from a major injury. That's another part of my story I'll get to later, because I have had a few different major mishaps in life that are my fault or not, but they've all helped develop who I am. And I've got to learn how to use those in a more positive fashion. That's one of those wonderful books from an amazing lady that actually wrote the book about something that helped me recover from that injury that I didn't really know what I was doing 3 years before she wrote the book. 2003 is when I got hurt. 2006 when she wrote a book about a little hush hush something, you get the vibe. But I just believed that I was okay. Nothing was wrong. And after part of your temporal lobe and frontal lobe gets removed, most people wouldn't believe they were okay, and they'd probably be stuck in some sort of vegetative or disabled state. Screw all that. I just can't smell, thank God, most of the time. If you can lose any sense, the aroma of the public restroom is one of the best things to forget about smelling. Anyway, this is just me getting started talking about what I want to do. Try to inspire some other people. I don't know if I'm going to post this on YouTube soon or not, but it's not a bad thing. I want to podcast. I want to stream. I want to write. I want to draw. I want to paint. I want to game. And I want to just enjoy my life, which I haven't done as well as I should have, most of it. Like a lot of people out there, most people don't really enjoy their life. They enjoy the moments here and there, but not the whole thing. I want to enjoy where I am, because that really is your life. Where you live is not the roof that you go back to. It's more about the experiences that you endure or enjoy, whichever one it's going to be. So once again, this is Seth McCracken, new owner of the business called Fresh Pathways, that I want to try to make live up to its name for me and anybody else that's involved with Fresh Pathways, because that's what everybody deserves. Whether they're already successful or not, they deserve some new direction to go in to prevent stagnation or to escape the stagnation they're already in, like me. So that's a start. I'm going to be getting hopefully in better shape, because I am a little tubby bubby with the gym membership and the dietary changes. I'm going to try to embrace more of who and what I am, because, the way that I have lived most of my life has been chaotic. Whether it's my control or not, it's been a very chaotic bunch of influences. We'll get into all that later. This might just be video journal. I've already tried. Don't Forget Your Helmet as a podcast. There's only one episode so far, and that's where I'm sticking to it for now, because I have a lot more to learn about how to actually produce a podcast. I need to find somebody to mentor me in that as well. But I'm sticking to learning how to copyright and social media market, that kind of thing right now is the first step for me, and getting my name out there in a minute fashion, just so that I can be bringing in, like I said, 2 or 3 G's a month would be more than sufficient. I'm making a little under 5 G's a month right now, working 42 hours a week on average, doing stuff that I do not enjoy, I'm not naturally adept at, and I really need to escape. What I'm good at is talking and writing and drawing and gaming. I've been told I should be a lot of things, but I know the biggest thing I want to be is just a good guy to help anybody out that he can. So until I get back to you in the future, I hope you've enjoyed this little wandering, roaming, rambling video. That's my first attempt at maybe making something start up with a vlog, because that is something I also want to do. Seth McCracken, owner of Fresh Pathways, signing out.